Hey, it's James, Fathers Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got custody. So, you guys that want to talk to me or that see my videos and realize you've been a scaredy cat and you shouldn't have been, don't beat yourself up. My videos are a wake up call for you to wake up and realize you're in the middle of a war and there's no more playing Mr. Nice Guy and it's time to go forward. I don't care how bad of a sissy, coward, lazy bum, sellout to your own kids, or just scaredy cat you've been or ignorant you've been. It doesn't matter. If you wake up and realize, okay, James is telling me the way I need to go, I'm going to do this now. If you have a eureka moment or one of my videos wakes you up, then it's just time to turn around and move forward. If you've been fat all your life and you're like, look, I keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, I'm going to start doing something different. I'm just going to make up my mind and do it and not worry about the results. I'm just going to pursue the routine of going to war against my fat body and going to war against what I've been doing wrong. Same thing as custody battle. Everything you've done has caused you to lose. Every piece of advice you follow with your attorney hasn't worked. Why would you not listen to somebody who won in court over and over without an attorney? Now, there was a short period of time. I started my case in 2001 when I went back to court and the mother tried to stop me from relocating me and my child. I lived in Seattle. She lived in Los Angeles. I moved 30 miles, and she dragged me into court to try and stop me from relocating, and then tried to modify the parenting plan. We were in court for a year and a half fighting over that, and then she dropped the case because I went to war with her. And that's how 90% of people out there would have quit the case and gave her whatever she wanted just to make it go away. And that was the attorney's strategy. And I knew that was the attorney's strategy. So, within the first 3 years of my daughter's life, I was in and out of court for a war for 2 years, and I was called a monster over and over and over and over again. And I was harassed over and over again, and the two different guardian ad litems hated my guts. Some of the court judges hated my guts, but I still kept at it. Anyway, for that relocation case, I did get an attorney because I was worried about going to trial, and I got one attorney that sucked. I got rid of him, and then I found a guy who was really a warrior. But he let me write all the paperwork, and I told him what to say in court. He was mainly a mouthpiece, and he, tried to start fights in the court hallway with the mom's attorney, who was a prick. And so he didn't start the fights. The mom's attorney was provocative, and he got in his face like, "What are you going to do? Swing first, please," So that was cool for that moment, but then I had to go to the Court of Appeals and do an interlocutory decision or a motion for discretionary review, which is harder than an appeal, and I won that by myself. And then my attorney's like, dude, you don't even need me. And then I realized, you know what? I don't need an attorney. I could do this trial myself. One of my 2 wins in the Court of Appeals, I was like 2 for 5 throughout my career in my case on that. So batting .400 in the Court of Appeals is pretty good. A lot of attorneys go to Court of Appeals once, and then they lose, and they quit going to the Court of Appeals like a bunch of punks. But if you guys, I talked to a guy last night in Australia, and, he was worried, he thought I was going to chew him out, and I didn't get belligerent the whole time. I was firm with him about a couple things because he started getting emotional and erratic and stuff, and I had to calm down. Like, look, dude, let's reel it back in here. I was firm on like that. But, he was worried and he was beating himself up, and he was like, I've been a coward, or I've done this, or I made this dumb mistake, or I was stupid. I'm like, dude, there's no need to beat yourself up. You're here now trying to move forward. I'm not here to beat dudes up. I'm here to wake them up. Now, if some dude comes on my page talking crazy-ish, like nose ring, nipple ring guy who wants to burn down CPS buildings and says that I'm not fighting, yeah, I'm going to put you idiots in check. Yeah, I'm going to call you out for being stupid. Or if you want to continually, repeatedly say, I can't do it, I can't, men don't win. You come on my page where I've won and I've helped thousands of guys win, and people come on my page and say men don't have a chance. Are you freaking retarded? That's stupid. Now, if you come on my page and like, man, I've been stupid, like, I thought there was no chance for men and this guy won, let me see what he's about. That's what common sense, normal human beings do. But if you, after losing, want to stay in your misery and then criticize guys who win, I got no tolerance for that bullcrap. I'm here to reach the guys, the 1% of people who want to fight. Some of those guys are already warriors and they're frustrated with their attorney and they're looking for, how do I do this without an attorney, or how do I light a fire under my attorney? And then other guys are like, I've been a pussy or a coward or a sissy this whole time. Oh my God, James is talking like this. Okay, I need this. But don't come to me worried that I'm just going to beat you up. I'm not here to just beat people up. In the process of trying to recruit guys to come together and go to war against this radical feminist man-hating court system, like I don't have any problems with women. Women listen to me. They don't sit there and combat me and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Only guys do that for some reason. We have an excuse. We want to cover up our laziness. Our ego gets in the way, and we can't admit, look, I was wrong, or whatever. If you can admit I was wrong, or I was being a coward, or I was being a sissy, and I'm not fighting for my kid, that's it. That's the one step to, you got your eureka moment. You realize what you did wrong. Let's move forward. I'm not here to beat you up and talk about what you did wrong. I'm not here to talk about what you did right. I'm here to help you move forward from the bad situation you're in now and get into a good situation. That's it. It's just that I have to keep waking guys up because 99% of the people who listen to me can't believe that you can actually win without an attorney. Can't believe that men actually win. They're suffering so hard from PTSD and so discombobulated that they're angry, they're frustrated, this and that. And they see somebody like me, talk about how I won and stuff. Oh, you're just bragging. I'm not bragging. It's a fact I won. I came across the method that works. And I didn't know that it was the method that works. All I knew is that I need to fight for my daughter, and I'm going balls to the wall all out. And it turns out that's the biggest ingredient that you need. And I'm sitting here telling guys that, and I have to tell them again and again and again. And so it gets frustrating. So I don't got time to baby anybody. Wake the hell up or turn around and be a bitch and tuck your tail and quit on your kids. There's no middle ground here. If Canada invades us, if China builds an army in Canada and they invade us, while they're invading us and taking up territory and you want to negotiate with them, they will kill everybody who's talking nice to them. You pick up a gun and it's kill or be killed. That's what happened in Germany. When Chamberlain was the prime minister of Britain, he negotiated with Hitler. While he's negotiating with Hitler and being a little bitch, Hitler, the bully, the bad guy, the dictator, is swooping up Poland and France and Czechoslovakia, whatever the countries he got. I'm not a historical scholar. Unlike some of you numbnuts, I don't come on here and pretend to know something that I don't know. But I know enough to give that example. Then when Churchill came in, he said, F Hitler, I'm going in and start bombing. Now we're going to take casualties. But if we play bitch-made Chamberlain negotiations, it's 100% guarantee we're dead. So they stormed Normandy Beach, suffered many casualties, and then we took over. And then there was peace because the peaceful countries took over the dictator. Now, there's debates about the war and the nature of it and who Hitler really was. I understand all that, okay? Media misconstrues stuff and things like that. That being said, the example is the example. Now we're talking about you. Are you going to go to war and grow some balls and fight? Or are you going to quit? You're going to be a bitch? You're going to be a coward? You're going to be a simp? People love talking about, I'll die for mines and my kids are everything to me. I'd take my right arm for my kids. And then when it comes down to it, hey, why don't you file this motion of contempt to get her in trouble? I'm scared. I just don't know. My attorney told me that's not nice, and I want to be nice, and I don't know why she wants to do this, Mama. All that bitch-made crybaby stuff is old. Don't bring it to me. If I wake you up and you come to me, James, I don't even want to hear your groveling. James, I've been a bitch. You're a warrior. I want to learn how to be a warrior. I don't even want to hear any compliments. James, I'm ready to fight. I'm sick of losing. Okay, let's go. That's it. That's my mentality. But don't beat yourself up. You can't do anything about what happened, what you didn't get. If there's a door open for you to go back and modify and fix stuff, and you still got trial, you got a setback, go for it. You have nothing else more important in your life than to fight for your kids. Nothing. Outside of your standing with God and racking up, rewards and doing what he's telling you to do in life, there's nothing more important than fighting for your kids. And that's part of that anyway. There's a war against men. There's a curse of Eve that women have to rule over the man and take your kids and dominate. And you're sitting here, I'll let you dominate. I'm sorry for blaspheming you. Maybe if you're nice, you can't negotiate with the terrorist. I just showed you an example of that. So let's go to war. But once you go to war, don't beat yourself up. Let's go. Let's change. Let's do this. That's what I'm here for. Okay?